Hi, it's Tara Green, and I guess I can't put this on any longer. Oh my goodness, look at these things are popping up here. All right, that's not so good. Wow, more of them. Okay. Okay. Well, maybe it's unexpected events coming up because of the very rare blue full moon coming up on Halloween here. And I'm calling it the Blue Ball Halloween because we're going to be behind the blue ball because look at what's going on here. Okay, because you can see that there's the moon at 8 degrees of Taurus opposite the sun at 8 degrees of Scorpio with Uranus, the planet of unexpected energy, rules uranium energy. I keep saying I hope they don't drop a bomb before the election. I mean, very literally. Can be earthquakes, can be just disrupted energy, chaos, radicalism, again, bombings, shootings, like really like yikes, okay? This is a very heavy duty full moon. The tension is really out there because we're only a few days from the big US election. Everybody's biting their nails there. Now, I have this one set for the exact full moon time for Washington, D.C., and the ascendant is at 16 degrees of Sag, which is interesting because the US natal ascendant is 13 degrees of Sag. So this chart is actually lined up pretty much for the natural placement, not exactly, but for the US, what they call the Sibley chart. Okay, we can see the big three there, the big demolition derby, Jupiter, Pluto, Saturn. Pluto's still at the same degree, 22 degrees it was when it was together with Saturn and they initiated COVID-19. Now, of course, those three are now still squaring Eris, the planet of troublemaking, bloodthirsty, revenge. She's rightly outraged. She's the sister of Mars, who, by the way, she's very close to. You can see the two of them there. Mars and Aries retrograde, of course, making everybody extremely irritated, frustrated, yelling at each other, big family dysfunctions going on. And there's Mars and Eris together, his sister, in mythology. And so she kind of liked to just, she just liked to go into battle and get revenge. But really, she was out, she was justifiably, and I can't talk because it's Mercury retrograde also, just entered Libra. She's justifiably angry because she was not invited to the wedding and to Sleeping Beauty's christening and all those stories. And so she's, got a bone to pick, and she throws that golden apple and gets everybody all frustrated because, like, who's the most beautiful appeals to their egos. But anyway, okay, so there's all that going on. Plus, again, Mercury retrograde, there are 26 degrees of Libra actually squaring exact Saturn right there, and Eris. So, this is pretty incendiary, okay? So Mars back in Libra there. It's almost like a repeat of those big grand cardinal crosses that we had from 2012 to 2015, which we thought we were over with, but no. So again, Mercury retrograde, Mercury will turn direct right smack dab on election day on November the 3rd. So of course, you know what to expect. Again, we're in Scorpio times there. Juno, the asteroid goddess of feminine genius, is very close to the sun. And of course, they will get closer together over these next few days. That's interesting. It's a women's genius here. Multitasking has a very strong role to play about how things are going to come about here. What else have we got here? We've got Sedna, the deep goddess of the underworld of the oceans, the goddess who was totally rejected and abandoned by her father. And she is conjunct Algol, which is another interesting point because that star is also Medusa, the most difficult star traditionally in the heavens, but she was also an Amazon warrior. So of course Sedna and Saturn are in cahoots there. They're in a big trine there. Okay, what else can we talk about here? The asteroid Hygeia here. We're still worried about COVID-19. So Hygeia at 11 degrees of Leo, well, is kind of widely in conjunct to Jupiter and to Neptune. And I believe that, I think a lot of astrologers play this down, the Jupiter-Neptune sextile, which started in 2019 and really is still in effect. They're only 2 degrees apart. You can see that they're both in conjunct Hygeia. So, of course, Hygeia in Leo is about who's in control, who's the power, who's at the top, who's in the secrets and the cabals and all that story, what's really going on here. Again, Neptune, Pisces, Ceres, the Great Mother at 29 degrees of Aquarius. So when planets, and she's a dwarf planet now, are at 29 degrees. They're the most powerful. She's at Aquarius opposite Vesta, the goddess of investment. So she can indicate the need to get grounded or invest in kind of high-tech cryptocurrencies, things like that, and real estate too. So that might be why that's all flying as people are kind of moving. There's a big transformation going on, of course, with COVID-19 and the shutdown of all the businesses. People are definitely working from home. Now, Chiron at 5 degrees of Aries there, still retrograde. Seems like it's been retrograde for a while. Yes, and the irritability. So Chiron is in a semi-sextile, which is a 30-degree aspect to the moon there. I really feel like that moon-Uranus energy, it's like anything can happen. It's like a big preview for the Aquarian age, the mini Aquarian age that's starting actually on December 21st, so less than 2 months away. So I would think that as those two planets, Jupiter and Saturn, get closer and closer up until that date, things are just going to get more and more intense. And I have been predicting a civil war in the U.S. That's time-stamped. I think I've been talking about this since 2015 because of the first Pluto return of the U.S., which happens actually February 2022, in progress now. So, I wish all you Americans blessings and peace and hopefully a smooth transition, but whoever's going to win, there's going to be a civil war anyway. So, I would say you need to really tune into your higher self. You really need to listen to your own guidance. Where do you need to be safe right now? Okay. So I want to wish you the best blessings here. Now, I want to also mention that Venus rules this full moon. She's up there in Libra, actually right on the midheaven for this exact time in Washington. So Venus rules the day. Venus in Libra, she wants justice, she wants peace, she wants balance. And of course, a lot of people are upset about the Supreme Court anti-abortion lady there in the U.S. And so women are going to really fight. They're going to really strive to make a difference here. So it's really the voters on the ground. Women's rights issues are a big deal right now. Okay, so Venus in Libra, we're striving for justice. She rules the stock markets, of course, as does Taurus, very much so. The U.S. Stock Exchange was created under the sign of the bull, stars, under Taurus when it was first created in the 1700s. And there we got an explosive, catalytic, radical, all hell's going to break loose. And so, do what you need to feel safe again. All right. If you want to get in touch with me, I'm at tarot.com. Please sign up and subscribe to me here on YouTube. Follow me on my blog at infinitynow.wordpress. I'm at tarot.com. I'm on Twitter and Instagram too. Wishing you many blessings. Happy Samhain. Going to be a weird Halloween. Good night for scrying. It is the witch's new year, so do tune in. It's a good day to stay in. Scry in your black mirror. Call upon the spirits. It's the Day of the Dead the next day too. So wishing you all the best blessings.